Hello my people, welcome to my channel. Are there your best predicts? In this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can predict the home team over 0.5 betting strategy in football. Actually, I've made a video on this particular strategy before, and I'm still going to make a comprehensive steps and guide on how you can effectively predict this particular game. After putting you guys through the process, I want you guys to put the strategy into practice for these weekend games. But before I move on, I want you guys to make sure that you don't miss any part of this particular strategy. So make sure you pay a very good focus and attention to the steps and that I'll be taking in this particular video. Now, without wasting much of our time, let us move on to the football games. So now we have the first match I'm seeing here is Manchester United versus Everton. So let us start by going to our stats. That is where we are going to be seeing the last previous games and that will show the histories of games that they've played so far. Now let us check. So check the stats. Now we have their last 5 games. Okay, we have their form. We have their league position, and we have their last 5 meeting together. So this particular game is a perfect game for me, as sometimes it can be a perfect game for you to predict as home team over 0.5. But let us check. If you want to predict your home team over 0.5, you have to look into different factors. The first one that I want you guys to notice is their form. If you want to predict your home team as over 0.5, make sure that at least the home team are more informed compared to that of the away team. And the situation that we are having here, that is Manchester United and Everton, we can see that the home team is having 60% form and the away team is having 20% form. Probably, there's probability that the away team can win this particular game, but at least the home team will surely have a goal in this particular match. But before we conclude about that, we have to check some other things too. Now, let us check this. In the last 5 games they've been playing together with other teams, if you check in the match between Manchester United, they played only away, and against Nottingham Forest, they played away. So the only match that they played at home is the match against Fulham. If you check it very well, the only match they played while at home is the match they played with Fulham, and they scored only 1 goal. If you want to predict your home team over 0.5, make sure that the team that you want to predict as home team over 0.5, in the last 5 games while they were playing at home, they've always at least been scoring 2 goals. At least 2 goals. And also, if you check the last 5 meetings with with their opponent, you have to make sure that while playing at home, they've always been scoring 2 goals. In this aspect, actually, Manchester United have been scoring 2 goals while playing at home. In the last 5 games with Everton, they score in a particular match. They won by 2-0, and another one 3-1. But where the aspect that I don't really want to conclude with is the aspect of the match between Fulham. The match they played with Fulham. The match ended up in 2-1. Had this been that the match ended up in 3-2 or 2-2, I can say that okay, at least they had 2 goals in that game, and we can conclude on predicting Manchester United as home team over 0.5. But partially, these particular statistics met with the requirement of predicting as over 0.5, but partially. So let us go on. Let us go for the one that we can. Okay, say this is a perfect. So, and if you think finding games that you are going to see the home team scoring 2 goals in the last 5 games with other teams, and scoring 2 goals in the last 5 games with their current opponent, so I can suggest that you go for the odd. it is very easy to find those games like that. Go for odd that is ranging, like if the bookmakers are giving a team an odd of 1.20 odd or 1.30 odd, it shows that the that particular team is highly favorable to win the game. Now let us check. Probably that will be easy for us to get our games. Okay, we're having the match between Bournemouth and Sheffield United. Let us check the stats. Okay, checking the form, we can see that Bournemouth is more in form than Sheffield United, and checking their league position, Bournemouth is leading Sheffield United on the league table. Now we have to move on to their own team goals. So this, I don't really support this because in the last game they played with Manchester City, they were unable to have any goal while at home. In the match they played with Leicester, they were unable to have any goals while at home. And let us check the last previous meeting with Sheffield United while at home. So in the last 5 games, Bournemouth played 3 times while at home. One, two, okay, okay, 2 times while at home, and everything ended up okay. One of it ended up in 2-1, another one ended up in 1-1. For me, I don't really go for this particular game. So let me check for Arsenal. But don't forget, I told you guys earlier that the statistics for the Manchester United is partially okay for predicting it as home team over 0.5. But if you are looking for a perfect start for predicting home team over 0.5, everything must be accurate. The requirement, for example, let us check for Arsenal. Okay, the last, okay, let's see, they are in form, they are leading on the league table. So the last 5 games while they played at home, they only had a game played at home, which is with Newcastle, and the match ended up in 4-1. Okay, now let's just check the next chapter. While Arsenal was playing at home, you can see that they only played at home with Brentford in the last 5 games twice, and one of it ended up in 2-1, and the other one ended up in 1-1. Okay, for me, this particular start is also partially fine to be predicted as home team over 0.5 because we only find a situation whereby Arsenal didn't score 2 goals in while playing at home in the last 5 games. So this is the only error that is occurring in the start. So partially, I can say that we can go for it as over 0.5, but betting anything can turn around. Let us look for another one that we can. Okay, let's check Real Madrid versus Celta Vigo. Okay, this is not also a very perfect one, but partial. They are in form, leading on the league table, but while playing at home, they only scored 1 goals. And let us check the last 5 meeting with Celta Vigo. Okay, they scored 2 goals while playing at home here, and they scored 5 goals while playing at home here. Okay, in the last 5 meetings with Celta Vigo, they actually have a very good and perfect start. But checking this, and you will notice Madrid are like drawing their games these days, and you know, so this particular start also is a partial start for predicting home team. So I'm trying to like look for a perfect start that you guys can make use of as let's check the match between Roma. Okay, okay. Here we have them playing 4-0, 3-0, and I don't know what they played in this particular match, but let us check the last 5 games with their opponents. Okay, I will say that this particular start is a perfect start. Sorry. Okay, good. If we are to exclude, I don't know what the match ended up in this particular game with. I think Feyenoord. That is probably in their Europa League tournament. If you check the last 5, if you check their form, you can see that Roma are currently on 100% form, and they are leading their opponents on the league table. And check their last 5 games. Check the match they played while at home. Check if they have at least 2 goals in that games. So we can see that they had more than two goals in the last five games while playing at home, except for these particular games. I don't know because I think they played penalty in that game. The match ended up in penalty. So now checking their last five games with this their opponent, you can see that the match ended up in 4-3. Even though they lost this game here, but at least they had more than two goals. Or let me say they had more than one goals. Now in this particular situation also the match ended up in 2-1 and they had more than one goal. So this is a perfect match to predict as home team over 0.5. But one another problem that we can be having in the aspect of home team over 0.5 is the odd, because the bookmaker too they are not industry that are willing to lose their own money to us too. So let us check their home team over 0.5. Okay, you can see the odd is very small, 1.08 odd. So the bookmakers can be like that sometimes, but at least, so you can also apply the strategy on games that the odd are around 2 odd, in as much as the stats meet the requirement. And the problem there is that the reason I use the start of uh sorting it by odds that range from 1.50 downward is because so that it will be very easy for us to explain in this particular video. Now let us check this one. Okay, let us check Bayern Munich and Mainz. Check their stats. So there's probability that I'm going to make this particular match as the final example for this home team over 0.5 tutorial. So in this situation, we are having Bayern Munich more informed compared to that of their opponent, and on the league table they are leading. And in the last five games of Bayern Munich while playing at home, we can see one year they won Lazio by 3 goals to nothing, and the Leipzig 2 goals to one. So meet the requirement for this session. Now moving on to the next session. Okay, we have in the in the last five games, while playing with each other, you can see that the only match that Bayern Munich was playing at home ended up in 6-2. So this particular game, start also made the requirement of predicting Bayern Munich as home team over 0.5. But let us check the odd for that. You can see the odd can be very ridiculous sometimes because the bookmaker also they are aware that there are some strategies and some probability of a game coming out, so coming out the way we want it and perfectly. So these is the steps, and I want you guys to watch each and every part of it very well. Now another thing I would like to show you guys, inform you guys, is about our masterclass tutorial group on some special strategies that will be coming up very soon. If you are interested in joining us, because we are starting very soon, probably in the next 3 to 2 days. Now it's a monthly tutorial group, and if you're interested in joining us, whereby we'll be teaching some ultimate strategies, some strategies that I will not like to broadcast. By broadcasting these strategies, it can implicate us. Even this particular home team over 0.5 supposed not to be out like this, because the odd can be off by the bookmaker. They can off it. If this strategy is exposed to the industry, there's probability that the bookmakers, the market, the over 0.5 market for some games, we may not be able to find it anymore. So if you're interested in learning some of these strategies, and these strategies are not meant to be casted, if you're interested in learning this, you can just check the video description. You are going to see my WhatsApp number there, contact, so that I can put you guys through the process of how you can join the group. So the strategy can consist the home team handicap, which happens to be one of my ultimate betting strategy, the home team handicap over 0.5, basketball, cricket over points, over goals, and so many more like that. If you're interested in joining us, just check the video description, contact us on WhatsApp or Telegram, and I'm going to respond to you on how you can join us. So thanks for watching, guys. See you guys in the next video. I want you guys to put this particular strategy into practice very well, use it very well, and see you guys in the next video with winnings. Bye.